Hey, hi, how are you? So Nintendo yesterday did something that is absolutely crazy, and I have a theory that this actually proves that they're trying to misguide everybody. Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about the Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition that Nintendo just dropped absolutely randomly, which for the first thing that I have to talk about actually is the fact that this means that the Switch is a complete series of Xenoblade Chronicles system, which is crazy to say, but it has literally every Xenoblade Chronicles game that has been released has now been released for this system, which is awesome. The other thing that I have to say is that now if you do want to play Xenoblade Chronicles X, you do need to wait until next year. I believe it's releasing in March if I'm correct. So you will need to wait until March, but that is awesome. The fact that Nintendo just dropped a Wii U game that everybody has been looking forward to and fans have basically been asking for years. This is like within the last year of the system, which tells you that Nintendo, they still have stops to pull, they still have things to do, they still have things that they want. And I'll tell you this right now, it also says that Nintendo is listening to you guys, to us, to the fans. They know what we want, they know what we want released, and I'll tell you, if they know what we want released, and if it's at least on their schedule and something that they want to put time and effort into, they're gonna do it for us, hopefully. But this is one of those things that I think is absolutely crazy. I also do think that this could be, while it's coming out for the Switch, they obviously haven't mentioned the Switch 2 yet, or the next Switch, or whatever you want to call it, which makes sense, but I think this could be one of those cross-gen games because it is coming out, I think, in March of next year, which is awesome. The other thing that I want to say is this gives credence to the fact that Nintendo is just doing things randomly, and I really think that that's to misguide us so that we don't expect them to do something specific, because I'll tell you this now, when I saw the trailer up on their YouTube channel, I was thinking, did I miss a direct? Is there something that should have been seen that I should have noted? Does this make any sense? Where did this even come from? And I can guarantee you so many other people, when I looked in the comments, they were thinking the same thing, that Nintendo just randomly threw this out there, like casually, and this is a huge fan requested game, which makes it's just insane to think of. And I think that that's one of Nintendo's strategies right now, is that they're just going to throw things out there for us like willy-nilly so that we don't know what's going on, so that when people are trying to predict the release or the announcement of the Switch 2, it's almost impossible. If they're going to throw something out that's this big, and I'll tell you this now, that is a pretty huge thing to announce the last unreleased Xenoblade Chronicles game for the Switch randomly in just a trailer, like a small shadow drop. That is amazing, that is intense, and that's crazy, and it's something I think that we should all be thinking about. I'm going to be watching the trailer tomorrow. I haven't watched it yet. I saw the announcement trailer, the thumbnail. I want to watch this so bad. I have been waiting for this. I put maybe 15 to 20 hours in, and I got nowhere in the game initially. I want to play this game, and I want to actually finish it this time, or at least get in heaps far. I heard people put in more than 100 hours, and we're maybe halfway through the game, which is awesome. That is content, and this is the definitive edition. Sign me up, Nintendo. Straight up, I cannot wait for this game. March of next year. Honestly, the one thing that I think that's most important is that this is probably going to be a dual release, so it'll probably come out for the Switch and then maybe even the Switch 2. Don't quote me on that, but I reckon that that's what they might be doing, especially if it's coming out in March, at the end of the fiscal year, which I reckon is around the time they might even release the Switch 2, so that's another awesome thing. But yeah,